Stop! Before you buy another bag of fertilizer, answer this. Why are you feeding a corpse? That's right. The ground under your feet might already be dead, and you don't even know it. Every season you're pouring money into seeds, chemicals, and machinery. You're watching your neighbors do the same, yet somehow the harvest keeps shrinking. You blame the weather. You blame the market. But what if the killer was right beneath your boots all along? Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Healthy soil can produce 50% more yield with half the input cost. But 52% of the world's agricultural soil is already degraded. That means 1 out of every 2 fields is gasping for life. And if you think your land is safe, think again. Soil doesn't die overnight. It dies silently, season after season, until one day nothing grows the way it used to. But here's the good news. Soil can come back from the dead. And in the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly how. We've broken this down into 4 powerful sections. They will change how you see your land forever. First, we'll decode what soil health really means beyond the textbook definitions. Second, we'll expose the hidden killers destroying your soil right now. Third, we'll hand you the exact restoration strategies backed by science and results. And fourth, we'll show you a real farmer who turned his dying land into a gold mine. By the end of this, you'll know whether your soil is alive or just pretending to be. Part 1. What soil health actually means. Soil health isn't about color or texture, it's about life. Real soil is a living ecosystem. Billions of organisms work every second to feed your crops. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil contains more living organisms than there are people on Earth. These microbes, fungi, earthworms, and bacteria are the workforce. They break down organic matter. They release nutrients. They store water. They protect roots from disease. When this workforce disappears, your soil becomes dirt. Just lifeless particles holding plants upright with no real support system. Healthy soil has 3 core pillars: physical structure, chemical balance, and biological activity. Physical structure means the soil can breathe. It drains water properly. It lets roots penetrate deep without hitting hard pan layers. Chemical balance means the pH is right. Nutrients are available. There's no toxic buildup of salts or heavy metals. Biological activity means there's enough organic matter and microbial life. They cycle nutrients naturally without depending entirely on synthetic inputs. When even one pillar collapses, the whole system starts failing. That's when farmers notice yields dropping, but can't figure out why. The key indicator most people ignore is organic matter percentage. Soil with less than 2% organic matter is on life support. Soil with 3 to 5% is functional. Soil with 5% or higher is thriving. It can handle droughts, diseases, and stress far better than chemically dependent land. Right now, industrial farming practices have pushed millions of acres below that 2% line. Once fertile land has turned into production deserts. They need constant artificial life support to grow anything at all. Part 2. Why soil health decreases over time. Soil degradation doesn't happen by accident. It happens because modern farming prioritizes short-term yield over long-term sustainability. The first killer is excessive tillage. Every time you plow deep, you're ripping apart the underground network. Fungal threads and microbial colonies took years to build. Tilled soil loses structure. It erodes faster. It bleeds organic matter into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. Studies show that conventional tillage can reduce soil organic matter by 50%, and that's in just 20 years of continuous farming. The second destroyer is monoculture planting. Growing the same crop year after year on the same land has consequences. It's like eating only bread for every meal and expecting your body to stay healthy. Different crops feed different soil organisms. They tap into different nutrient layers. When you plant corn after corn after corn, you starve the microbial diversity. That diversity keeps soil resilient. Pests and diseases also build up. Their favorite host never leaves. This forces farmers into a chemical treadmill just to maintain mediocre yields. The third culprit is chemical overload. Synthetic fertilizers give plants a quick nutrient hit, but they do nothing to feed soil life. Over time, beneficial microbes die off. They're not needed anymore. The soil becomes addicted to external inputs. Pesticides and herbicides kill more than just pests. They wipe out earthworms, beneficial fungi, and nitrogen-fixing bacteria. Research from the UN Food and Agriculture Organization shows the damage. Heavy chemical use can reduce soil biodiversity by up to 70%. You're left with a biological wasteland. It can't function without constant human intervention. The fourth factor is erosion and compaction. Wind and water strip away topsoil. Nature takes 500 years to form just 1 inch naturally. Heavy machinery compresses soil layers into hard pan. This suffocates roots. It blocks water infiltration. Compacted soil can reduce crop yields by 25 to 50%. Roots simply can't access deeper moisture or nutrients during critical growth periods. Part 3. Strategies to restore soil health. Restoration starts with stopping the damage. The single most powerful change any farmer can make is switching to minimal or zero tillage. No-till farming keeps soil structure intact. It prevents erosion. It allows organic matter to accumulate instead of oxidizing away. Farmers who transition to no-till often see organic matter levels rise by 0.1 to 0.3% per year. That might sound small, but it translates into massive improvements in water retention and nutrient availability. Give it 5 to 10 years and the results are undeniable. Cover cropping is the second game changer. Planting cover crops like clover, rye, or vetch during off-seasons keeps living roots in the soil year-round. They feed microbes. They prevent erosion. Cover crops also fix nitrogen. They suppress weeds. They break up compaction with deep taproots. A single winter cover crop can add 3,000 to 5,000 pounds of organic matter per acre. That gives soil life the fuel it needs to rebuild. Farmers in the Midwest United States who adopted cover cropping reported yield increases of 5 to 10% within 3 years. They also cut fertilizer costs by 20 to 30%. Crop rotation and diversity bring balance back. Rotating between cereals, legumes, and root crops disrupts pest cycles. It distributes nutrient demand. It supports different microbial communities. Adding livestock into the rotation through managed grazing accelerates recovery even faster. Animal manure is one of nature's best soil amendments. It's packed with organic matter and beneficial microbes that synthetic fertilizers can't replicate. Compost and organic amendments rebuild what was lost. Applying 5 to 10 tons of quality compost per acre can jumpstart microbial activity. It raises organic matter levels in severely degraded soils. Biochar, a form of charcoal added to soil, can improve water retention by 18%. It boosts nutrient holding capacity by up to 50%. Every fertilizer dollar goes further. The key is consistency. Soil restoration isn't a one-season fix. It's a multi-year commitment, but it pays exponential dividends once the living systems come back online. Part 4. Real Case Study. Meet Gabe Brown. He's a rancher and farmer from Bismarck, North Dakota. In the 1990s, his 5,000-acre farm was on the edge of collapse. 4 consecutive years of crop failure due to hail and drought wiped him out financially. His soil was degraded. Organic matter was below 2%. The land couldn't hold water. He was trapped in a cycle of expensive inputs with diminishing returns. Gabe had no choice but to change everything. He couldn't afford fertilizer anymore, so he stopped tilling completely. He planted diverse cover crop mixes. He integrated livestock grazing into his crop rotation. The first few years were rough. Neighbors thought he was crazy. But Gabe trusted the process. By year 5, the transformation was visible. Earthworms returned. Organic matter climbed above 6% in his topsoil. Water infiltration rates went from half an inch per hour to over 2 inches per hour. That meant his land could absorb a 2-inch rain without runoff. Before, it would flood and erode with half that amount. The financial results were even more stunning. Gabe's input costs dropped by 80%. His fertilizer bill went from over $100 per acre to nearly zero. His yields didn't just recover. They exceeded what he was getting with conventional methods. His soil became so resilient that he could handle droughts that devastated his neighbors. One test showed his soil held 400,000 gallons more water per acre than degraded land nearby. Today, Gabe Brown is a leader in regenerative agriculture. Farmers from around the world visit his ranch. He proves that restoring soil health isn't just good for the environment. It's the most profitable decision a farmer can make. His land went from dying to thriving. His bank account followed. Gabe's story proves that soil isn't just dirt. It's the foundation of everything. When you restore it, you don't just save money. You build a farm that works with nature instead of fighting it every single season.